So let's see. Today we start with the Taittiriya Upanishad. Taittiriya Upanishad, there is a conversation between a son and a father. A son approaches his father and he asks him to teach about the nature of reality. Since he was young, he was curious about the things that he saw in his surroundings. So he goes to his father and asks him, okay, you can teach me. And this is very well documented in the Taittiriya Upanishad in the form of a dialogue. And he wants to learn. Here is the son approaches the father with the request to teach him the nature of reality from which all things flow and to which all return. Son is given the general features of the Brahman, that from which these things are born, that in which when born they live, and that into which they enter at their death, that is Brahman. And this is given in the Taittiriya Upanishad. This is not me saying it. Taittiriya Upanishad says, as a definition of Brahman, so what is Brahman? So the answer is that from which beings are born. Okay, this we're talking about the living being. We'll also consider the argument of matter. Are we talking about the bone and flesh? No, we are talking about the life inside the bone and flesh. The life that is, for the lack of a better word, trapped inside this bone and flesh or these physical existence. So Taittiriya Upanishad says that from which the being is born, the individual self is born, that in which when born they live. So there is also a dimension to it. So we are, although you are existing in a physical body right now, but you are also existing inside a higher cosmic self. So we are talking about the life within you, not the bone and flesh. And that into which they enter at their death, that is Brahman. It is what the Taittiriya Upanishad says. So from which you are born, from which you, in which you exist, not the bone and flesh, but the higher dimension of the cosmic self, that in which you exist, and that in which you return to after your death, is what the word Brahman means. Now there is a very common argument to be had that, okay, and the son in this conversation also takes that argument that, okay, matter is the ultimate reality. All the material things that we see outside, okay, even there is no such thing as self. So there is this principle of duality.